What's up, y'all? This is Coach Kelly here with Local Hoops, here with my man Luca at Vigor Ground, getting ready to run you guys through some warm-ups.
All right, guys, so listen, one of the things that's really, really important when it comes to basketball is we have to build mobility and range of motion. Now, look, if you want to be more bulletproof, have less injuries, recover faster if you do have some tweaks, but most importantly, like, have better performance. Think about basketball as a very dynamic game. Start, stop, move in all different directions. If you cannot move from your hips, your upper back, your shoulders, your ankles, guess what? You're going to be half a step slower, not going to be as explosive. This is when, like, somebody crosses you over and you're like, man, why can't I get that step? So we're going to go through a whole bunch of exercises for each part. Like, we're going to go 2 for shoulders, 2 for our thoracic spine, which is a geeky word for upper back, right? So this part. Then we're going to go for hips, and then we're going to go for ankles, right? So I'm going to show you guys a couple drills. I'm going to take Kelly through some drills. You know, we're going to make some fun here. Put him through some stuff, see what he needs to work on. But hey, seriously, guys, like, if you do this as part of your daily ritual, at least 3 to 4 times a week, watch what starts happening weeks in if you're practicing this. And not just practicing it deliberately. It's the same thing as if you go and take shots, and your shots are crooked, unintentional, and you're missing them. Guess what? You're not going to get better at making shots. Same thing here. Do these drills with intent. Do it with the way that we break them down, and you're going to become a better basketball player. All right, so the first exercise we're going to go through is called a shoulder blade CARS. Like a car, but it just stands for something called controlled articular rotations. It's a geeky word. Just remember shoulder blade CARS. So I'm going to show you like a couple of reps, and I'm going to take Kelly through this, okay? So our shoulder blades, right here, if they don't function well, our shoulders don't function well, right? They kind of go together. So you think about the basketball shot, right? When I come up here, if you have stiff shoulder blades, you're constantly cranking your shoulders. So if you ever feel stiffness in your shoulder and your bicep, right, it's going to alter your shot in a bad way, okay? And if somebody, like, for instance, you catch a ball here, pushes you down, and you get a tweak, we don't want that, right? So it's going to improve your performance in a number of different ways. So I'm going to just show you guys a couple reps, okay? Imagine that I'm bracing my abs like somebody's going to punch me, squeezing my butt. I'm going to put my hands not straight out, but out 45 degrees. And then from the side, you guys will kind of see, I'm going to push my shoulder blades forward as far as I can, up to my ears, back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then down into the pocket, right? So it's like a square. Forward, up, back, down. And I'm not trying to rush it, so it's not, right? It's super deliberate. So I'm going to take Kelly through this, right? So he's going to put his hands out, and instead of just straight out, he's going to go about 35, 45 degrees, right? His abs are going to be braced. His glutes are going to be on, so we're doing that so he doesn't compensate and move with the rest of his body. Now, imagine just push my hands out as far as you can with your shoulder blades, right? And you can see how he has short range of motion and needs to work on that a little bit. So now we're going to go elevate them up to the shoulders, to the ears. Good. Now imagine pulling them back as far as you can. Back, 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 back. Now down. Good. So that's 1 rep. Push forward. Good. Up, back, and down. Let's go 1 more. Forward, good, up, back, and down, and break. Harder than it looks, right? Yeah. Right, so the thing is, you're just not used to doing that. And you can see at the beginning, his first rep, he just didn't get a lot of range, right? So if you look at the difference, like, my shoulder blade can go up really far, but that's training it, right? It's training this range of motion. And if you have more range of motion, your shoulders will feel better. Guess what? Your hips will feel better, because if I can't move my shoulders, guess where I'm moving from? My low back.
When I'm doing it, should I have knees bent or should knees be locked out?
Knees a little bit bent. Okay. And imagine you're trying to, like, squeeze, like you're squeezing your butt cheek, because you don't want to lean back, right? This is brace, this is brace. All you're moving from is your shoulder blades. Right. Okay? And you go about 6 to 8 reps, usually one way and the other way. Right now, eventually, you can make it a little bit faster, but I don't want you to make it fast from the get-go. At the beginning, this is why I was giving him some point of contact, because now he had to push my hands. He had to push my hands, right? You have some intent rather than just going half-assed through it. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So those are shoulder blade CARS, and we'll show you the next drill in a second.